Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 44 of my Skarsnik campaign. I do kind of feel like in the last, I don't know, 50 turns or so, really have expanded. I mean, at one point we were down to literally, I think, the Silver Road and Gore, 4 provinces, and now we're spread across most of the Badlands. So quite the turnaround. I'm really pleased with that. Doing very well. But Chaos showed up last episode. Now that's a little bit of a concern. Like, there is a Chaos army round here somewhere, a bunch of Chaos armies. So I need to know what they're up to. So, do I want Gogrut Gore Spitter or Durbok Armbreaker? I mean, they're both good choices. Why not both?
What do you want? Let's get stabbing.
We'll get both of them at the same time. You're both level 5. Let's give you, I think, block the army and specialist, because I'm probably going to want you to try and split those chaos hordes up a little bit. Assassinations, if they had assault units, that would be great, but I don't think any of the green skin. Maybe the shamans can. What can the shamans do? Right, who can recruit shamans? You? No. Black Crag can. Can it? Yes, it can. Okay. So you can wound, you can hinder. No, so no one can assault units in the green skin. Well, that's annoying. Never mind. Right, so we could get Ugrok, he's knowledgeable. Winds of Magic Power Reserve +5, all forces faction wide. It seems sensible just to have him just for the reason of increasing power reserves. So let's do that.
Okay, boss.
Don't even need him in an army. He's just going to be one. Oh, we could steal technology. Let's make you a specialist. Let's get you doing that, maybe. Okay, money-wise, we're looking pretty good because we're doing some light raiding. And I want to take Zufbar. And Azhag's going after Schwarzhafen, so that's all good. Right, Pig Kisser. I want you... Yeah, you can just keep damaging the walls there. I know. Well, good work. That's what I want you to do, and that's what you're doing. Lovely. Give you Opportunist? Sure, that seems fine, I guess. Western Badlands has got a commandment, so let's go with... extort income, because that... Ooh, but the obedience is... Ah, yeah, because that's... We took Stone Mine Tower last time, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay. Let's get a boss pole. Let's get a boss pole. And I guess we want some walls, don't we? It's Bitterstone Mine. Yeah, we go with Stone Mine Tower. Let's get rid of that, because I probably want more walls there. I'll keep the Skarsnik's tent just for the moment because obedience is so bad. And we've got, oh, some Chaos Agents as well. Hezuk's Void Spawn.
Brave in battle.
That's fun. He looks like a fun fellow, doesn't he? Good. Okay, well, I don't think we've got anyone else left to move. So I guess we'll just end the turn. We could do with some cash. So I might have to do some raiding. I think my plan is to see if I can nobble the Empire and then push back into my old stomping grounds of the Grey Mountains, burn the Oak of Ages to the ground because screw Wood Elves, and then set up shop in Bretonnia and use that as a springboard to launch my invasion of Ulthuan. I think that's a sensible objective. But first, I want to see what these Chaos Warriors down south are doing. I also want to have... I need some eyes on Archaon as well to know where he's wandering around, because that guy is mental. Literally completely bonkers. Okay. Oh, hello. Right. Oh, yeah. This is. Well, where's Ekrund? It's miles away from any Skaven territory, so not now. Fine, fine. Enormous loot cart. Fine, good. Grimgore is apparently an architect. Doesn't really seem like his sort of thing, but to plan buildings from the ground up that is a strange concept in these parts. It is, especially for Grimgore, who is, let's face it, generally quite angry about everything.
What do you want?
I can't really see him with a blueprint and a hard hat.
Yes, boss.
Right, let's send these boys down here. We're going to keep a look-see out, and we're going to head for Grunty-Mingle. Now that Gorgazan is safe, let's get the horde there. That's going to help. Otherwise, I think I'm fairly... we got Chaos Corruption coming now. It's 1 Chaos Corruption. Should be okay. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Right, Azhag. Warg Backslider's got a skill point. Should I put that in evasion? Let's go for Edbutt. Let's go for Edbutt. And then... Ooh, 7k from Schwarzhafen. That's very nice. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's just sack it. Thanks for the cash, Manfred. And let's up a raiding camp for some replenishment, and so we don't get attrition. And I always say Skarsnik there. Azhag has got a skill point, which I think I'm going to go for. Soul Blight is quite nice. That really does debuff. It only does it affect multiple? It does, yeah. So that's minus weapon damage, leadership, melee attack, missile damage, and armor. I think Soul Blight is probably a bit of a good shout. We'll go with that. And then we have Skraga and Nala. So let's get... we've got Snide here. He's got some skill points. Let's pop that in Steel Technology. He's almost max rank, which means he'll have a skill point left over. Argor Badax has got a skill point here as well. Let's pop that into Earthing so he doesn't blow his little head off when he's casting some sneaky spells. And Gorgut Badax, you can have the Nasty Skulker, because 10 extra weapon strength is... well, it's just too good not to have, really.
What you want?
I want you
I'm gonna
to lay siege to Zufbar. I think we're going to have to build some siege towers, because that army is beefy. It's very beefy.
What you want?
So let's move Skraga up, and we'll put you in a camp. Uh-oh.
What does do you want?
Okay, that's
Ready for
quite that's yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna potentially move away from that potentially. Could we? Is there a good ambush? Is there anywhere any good ambush that is actually move? See, you could hide in the mountains, but that's not anywhere. I think 50% is all we're going to get. So Nagbad, this could very well be make or break time for you. So I think we're going to just head you back sort of over here.
running.
Come over here. Set up an ambush. And hopefully Thorgrim We'll blunder into it, and that way we can take out those organ guns before there are any kind giant slayers. What the? Well, they don't sound fun. And you got iron. Holy, right, okay. Well, Nagbad, do your best. Fingers crossed for you, mate. I'm sure you'll do adequately. Grimgor's got a skill point, and we're going to pop that. I mean, Warpath would be quite nice. He does have a War already, and to be honest, it should be fine. He should be okay. So we got all those. I'm not particularly worried about the blue trait line for Grimgor. He's level 32 now. So, oh, but we could get just choppers maybe. Let's just get choppers. Just more weapon damage. Just really pile on the weapon damage. And Gosbag, you can have evasion and Foot of Gork. Let's go here we go. I want to do here we go. Right. Public order here is awful. But only 6 of it is coming from... Well, no. Lots of it's coming from... Yeah. So... If I leave, we're probably going to have a bit of a problem. Well, let's go for... if we go for Camp Ruckus, that's going to help. Let's upgrade to Skarsnik's camp there. Let's get the Skarsnik shack there. How's the rest of our provinces doing, actually? I just want to double check that everyone's fairly happy. Zufbar isn't, but they can suck it, basically. Okay, Grimgor, I think we're good. So why don't we head over there? Yeah, you know what? That's okay. And I think that they'll start raiding next turn as well. So let's do that. And Skarsnik's heading in that direction. That's all fine. And the mountains are all fairly quiet at the moment. Let's get the Horde there. I don't really... I think otherwise I'm fairly happy. That's a bit of a concern. Nagbad might end up getting his head pulled off, but you never know. He does have a war army backing him up. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, and Zufbar should fall fairly easily. And Azhag's going to continue to sack and burn the territory of Manfred, just to stick 2 fingers up to the blood-sucking little git. Wazhumper. I still don't know where Manfred is. That's the only problem. Where has he gone? Right, let's try and assassinate this guy. Good work. Sneaky kill indeed. Pig kisser. You're just going to continue to damage the walls there, I think. Oh yes, we got Ugrok here. Now, there's no one to the south I really don't like, so maybe I need to get you into the Empire. Send you up there, and you can do some bad things. Yeah, we've got enormous loot chart. We could get heavy metal now because that's melee defense for greenskin chariot units, which is meh. But then we can get massive choppers, and everyone loves massive choppers, and then spikes and scythes. So let's go heavy metal. Looks like a bit of heavy metal, especially on their chariots. Not only is it good for defense, it also gives them something to paint on. Done. Right, let's see what happens to Nagbad. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Right, we failed the ambush. That's bad. That's very bad. But I think we're going to have to go for it. We need to take those organ guns out of commission ASAP, and those giant slayers are going to be... I've never fought giant slayers before, but they look terrifying. So, fingers crossed, Nagbad. Gonna have to hit the dwarves from every direction. Oh my god, those flamethrowers are the worst. Fortunately, it does take quite a lot to get them into a good position to fire, so I've I Vanguard deployed because we had to. Trying to march into the teeth of those organ guns would have just been horrendous. So every unit that can Vanguard deploy has. We've charged up ahead. We've got some units now moving up. We've got the Arachnarok Spider, some trolls. From the rear come all our cavalry that can Vanguard deploy. I'm just throwing them in. They need to lock down the artillery as quickly as possible. Just smashing through everything we've got. There is no finesse here. This is just a brutal melee. There's those giant slayers. Not actually as scary as I thought they'd be. In come the squig hoppers. They couldn't Vanguard deploy, but they can move quite quickly, so they go tearing in. They've managed to get in amongst the organ guns. Those guys are now being shut down. They're not going to be open firing anymore. They did manage to get 10 kills, even as it was. The gyrocopters are being a massive pain in the ass. They have huge amounts of armour, 164 armour, and our arrows are just doing absolutely nothing. It's brutal dwarf v goblin carnage in the forest. I can't use fanatics because we're just too... I mean, we basically surrounded dwarves, which is brilliant. But it does mean that if we use fanatics, we're likely to cause massive casualties to ourselves rather than the dwarves. We do have some units over here that are struggling a little bit. This unit of goblins versus the longbeards is losing quite badly. We've targeted them with the arrows to try and whittle them down a little bit. We're probably hitting our own goblins as well. In fact, I can definitely see a few arrows stuck in the back of our goblins, but that's just life for you. Dwarves are slowly being whittled down, but they're refusing to budge. Still some longbeards fighting in the forest over there. We've got some... There's Bugman's Rangers and Thorgrim himself utterly surrounded. There's Thorgrim, held aloft amongst a sea of greenskins. He's up to 44 kills. Not doing too badly. Where's Nagbad? Is he in there somewhere? Is he catching up? Oh, here he comes. Nagbad is coming up. There we go. And of course we've got Largug, our shaman. He's been taking pot shots at the gyrocopter with vengeful... Is it vengeful glare? Spiteful glance? Something about looking at them in a weird way. Looks like we've broken most of the dwarf army. They're on the run. We do still have a unit of longbeards killing a unit of night goblins over here. I suspect they're probably... Yeah, they're the wild night goblins. You can tell from their attack it's really low. But Arachnarok Spiders come to assist. That should turn the tide. Unfortunately, we are running low on ammunition. Still a few units with some ammo, which is useful. Looks like our Doom Divers are trying to hit the gyrocopters. It's just, I mean, we're throwing everything we've got there. It's just not doing much damage. Looks like Thorgrim has finally routed. He's on his way out. Thankfully, the gyrocopters are out of bombs. Otherwise, that would be quite messy. However, it looks like all of the dwarves are now broken and run. There we go, without units on the ground, the enemy is forced to land and attack or surrender this territory. And they're off. That was quite bloody. Even for us. I think we can probably call that a draw, to be honest. But still, we won. That's good. And, I mean, I could eat the captives. Yeah, let's eat them. It's not a huge amount of replenishment, but it's better than nothing. Nagbad has got Grudge Killer. And we've also got... He's also a confident attacker. So there we go. Karak Ziflin. You know what? That's fine. I'm probably going to want to kill them anyway, eventually. So anyway, I've killed a lot of dwarves. Dwarves are not an issue for me now. Oh, it's that guy. That guy keeps popping up, and I think I've assassinated him about 10 times by now. Okay, so we had that failed, mission failed, that's fine, that's fine. Right, how's Nagbad doing? His army looks quite beat up, but could we kill? I reckon we probably could, you know, but it's not a battle I particularly want to... Ah, screw it. Ooh, that doesn't look like it's in our favour, but I reckon we... It kind of looks like we've got more chance of failing than winning, but other than those gyrocopters, which are pain, the rest of that army is nothing to worry about. So I think I am going to have to fight this one. I mean, I could put it down to auto-resolve, but I don't think it will probably go very well, so... It's round 2 for Thorgrim and Nagbad. Thorgrim's army looking significantly depleted. But then we don't have our War army with us, and our army's pretty beat up as well. They've got those stupid gyrocopters, which are an absolute bugger to kill. So we've, again, Vanguard deployed. We're moving up as quickly as possible to get in and lock down that organ gun. They do only have one organ gun though, so there is that. It's targeting our squig hoppers. It's already done a little bit of damage. You can see a few broken little green bodies lying in the snow there. It's quite sad. Never mind. Largug trying to take out that organ gun with a Curse the Bad Moon. It's done a little bit of damage, and we're targeting it with the artillery as well. Anything to take it down. Largug also gets quite a nice Spiteful Glare. Is that called Spiteful Glare? I need to check what that spell's called. Doesn't really matter, I guess. He's racked up 15 kills. And we're going to charge in as quickly as possible. You see, we took a little bit of damage there. I think that's bombs for you. There's a gyrocopter bombs. Yes, that's definitely it. We're targeting all the gyrocopters with our archers. And they are taking damage, but it's incredibly slow. Fanatics come out, manage to clip the nasty skulkers, and it looks like the Skulder Guard are trying to make good their escape. They are not going to escape. Squig come in, they've managed to hit the rear of a lot of these units. Thorgrim's embroiled in combat over on our left flank. He won't go down easily though, but Nagbad is there to there he goes, jumping up, trying to stick him in the face. That's it, give him a good, that's it, prod him good, nice work. Longbeard's slowly going down, they're fighting doggedly, but every so often one just gets pulled down. There's always more goblins to replace any they manage to kill. Looks like the gyrocopter is just not dying. They do have 2 there, that one's on half health, so that's good. We've been throwing everything. I mean, Largug has been throwing magic at them. We've been shooting them. We've been trying to throw rocks at them, and they just don't want to die. Longbeard's finally broken. I think only Thorgrim left now. So we're just going to mob him with everyone. Gyrocopters continuing to be a massive pain. We've managed to get both of them down to around half health, so that's good. And they're actually going to attack us though. How much damage can they actually do? They've got very low melee defense, quite high melee attack, and their weapon damage is, weapon strength is meh. Yeah, they can't really do that much damage in melee, to be honest. But they're still going to give it a good try. Thorgrim is slowly going down, but ever so slowly. And he's taking quite a lot of goblins with him, up to 86 kills. Just tied with little pointy green heads. Not all of them obviously attached to the bodies after Thorgrim's got through with them, but I think he's slow. Yeah, he's definitely losing health and leadership. He's struggling. The Skulder Guard come back once again, but we managed to take him out with arrows. Unfortunately, these goblins don't get the memo and end up charging directly into them while we're shooting them full of arrows. So we do kill quite a few of the goblins as they charge in, but that's fine. And finally, some of these gyrocopters going down. Not quickly enough, though. They just take so much damage. They're just such... There we go. Dropped below 1k. That's good. But we're running out of ammunition to actually shoot them with. But Thorgrim is going down. He has killed 126 though. But Nagbad's up there as well now. There he is. Go on. That's it. That's doing the business. Need to give Nagbad a cave squig really. Make him a little bit more nippy on his feet. But just like Thorgrim is broken, he's running. One of the gyrocopter units has broken and run. They've almost been completely destroyed. There we go, it's shattered, he's gone. There's just one more gyrocopter with brimstone. Brimstone gun. He's killed 81 though. That's pretty impressive. But they're breaking as well without Thorgrim. Are they going to come and drop... Oh, please don't drop bombs. No, I think they're out of bombs. That's just as well. There we go. Thorgrim has shattered, as have the gyrocopters. I do want to kill Thorgrim though, because he's just a right bugger. So I think it's probably best just to make sure he's dead. He doesn't half soak up damage though. Thank you. Right, well that should be Thorgrim got rid of, at least for now. But we did suffer to do it. But he is dead. So there is that. We got a banner of swiftness out of it. I mean, it's fine. That's good. I guess. Good. And Nagbad, I think, did he level up? He did level up. He learned some new tricks. Now we could go and chase that army down and finish it off, and I'm half tempted to do that. But I know there was another army around here. Or is that one?
I think so. Who can I stay?
Oh, let's go for it. Swipe him out. Oh, we lost a couple of units. I don't really care. That's fine.
I'm well nasty.
Yes, you are. Let's get the tits out of there. Right, Nagbad, you can have a great cave squig, and you can also have ambush, so you can vanguard deploy with the rest of your boys. And Largug, you are going to have dodgy geezer, and Gork will fix you, or Gork will fix it. Otherwise, good work everyone, good job. Ashag, Warg has got a skill point which we're going to pop in. Do you want to go evasion or Fist of Gork? Let's go Fist of Gork. Now, options are I could hit Schwarzhafen again, but it's probably fairly wrecked. Yeah, we only get 300. We could go after Gesundheit, and that would give us 8. What about Oakenhammer? That would give us 8. And then, of course, I'd like to go after Castle Drakenhof for the sweet 43,000 sack income. Oh yes, always Fort Oberstreu over there. That looks like it's been sacked recently, so I think I think I'm going to go for Oakenhammer and let's underway over. We'll underway over there. And I think I haven't seen Manfred, so I'm going to assume he's not home. But I'm just going to make sure that he doesn't sneak up on me. So let's... I mean... I've spied out all of his territory and he's nowhere to be seen, so I literally don't know where he is. Unless he's gone, like, far, far out of... Geez, Hellpit fell to the Empire. Crap. So maybe his army's dead. He's strength rank 13, so he must have armies. And he doesn't want a peace treaty. So where the balls is he? I just don't know. I don't know where he is. Makes me nervous, but oh well. So let's just keep a lookout just in case he does pop home to sort out the problems.
No mercy.
I think Skraga can probably kill that army. Boop. Yes, he can. Let's take the charge bonus. Change is as good as a rest. The other Trickster Shard and Nala is a saviour. Can we? Yes, we can go into raiding stance. Lovely. And looks like Skraga got a skill point for his troubles as well. He is immortal, so that's good. I kind of want him to have... Well, he's got... He doesn't have any squigs, does he? He does have some trolls. We got the bigger boys. So I guess Ravager, because I feel like Lightning Strike for Gobbos is really good. Plus Mob Boss will help as well. All that kind of good stuff. Right, public order here is fine. That's getting better. We did want to take Karak and Gazar because Azhag wanted it for his Slaggers Slashers. So let's just auto-resolve that one. Very good, and I think we're just going to occupy. So we go. So we finished off that part of Azhag's quest. So we got the next part. Move any character to the following region, Wurtbad, which is over here. As Azhag's war rampages through the soft southern lands, his tactics become increasingly un-orky. Straying from the usual greenskin table of outnumbering and charge, the Orc war boss now fights with more complex strategies. Pincer movements, refused flanks, and the like. He even sends out scouts ahead so they can pick the best targets for his horde rather than just smashing anything they come across. Something he calls strategy, apparently. All the while he argues with a voice in his head, seemingly coming from the dark crown he looted up north. His boys shrug themselves. As long as the boss is fighting, who cares if he's acting a bit loony? So true. So we can move any character to Wurtbad. In fact, we could probably just move... Hozcub can reach their next turn, so we'll just do that so I don't forget. And Karak Azgaraz, you can have shinies, and we haven't got a Skarsnik's tent here. Oh no, we do have a Skarsnik's tent. Oh, there is. Yeah, okay, we got that. That's fine. Let's get a raiding stash then, and I guess walls are good as well. Let's upgrade the main settlement, and we're actually doing really good for cash at the moment. Surprisingly, more walls, I guess. And Grimgore has got a skill point, lovely, which we're going to go for choppers. So that's increased. His weapon strength is now 729. He's got a potion of foolhardiness. What's his charge? His charge is 70, which is pretty bloody. I mean, we could go the other Trickster Shard because I believe because his attacks are magical, that will reduce or increase his damage. I think that's how it works. If it's not, let me know. But I suspect the case that it reduces magic resistance by 25% chance means that everyone around him basically takes 25% more damage from his attacks. So, well, not 25% damage, but if they got a magic resistance of 0, would it give them anything? I don't know. That's for clever people to work out, not me. We got a Talisman of Endurance, that's 9% ward save. I think that's probably as good as you're going to get, to be honest. That's fine. Okay, good. That's looking fine. Scarstick, you're heading north to take Ronti Mingle. Probably could make you march, couldn't I? Are you going to reach there next turn? I think yeah, you'll be fine. Next turn you'll reach it. That's good. And we're going to keep heading south. See if we can spot these chaos hordes anywhere. As of yet, nothing. Looks like that city's under siege over, so maybe they moved in this direction, but then they would have to come all the way up. Well, I don't know, maybe. I think they spawned down here. So potentially they could have come round, but then they... Are these guys at war with the Knights of Flame? Yeah, so it's more likely that that Lashiek is currently under siege by these guys, and the Chaos Horde is probably somewhere around here. Keep an eye on it, because if you don't, they do tend to pop up and burn all your crap. And I think we're a little way off from attacking Zufbar. I do need to see, yeah, a couple turns. They've got a lot of units here. They've got 5 Iron Breakers, the White Dwarf, the Skyhammer. That is a pretty brutish garrison, which we're going to have to take with goblins. So yeah, we'll make sure we've got some siege engines, siege towers, just to be on the safe side. I think probably the safest option there. Okay, but unfortunately we're running out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. Next time we'll look at taking Zufbar. Nagbad's going to run away. Good old Nagbad. We're going to take Gronti Mingle, kick Telia out of the Badlands, and then pursue them rigorously. Good stuff. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.